What's up, guys? It's KingDaddyDMAC, and welcome back to another episode of Mekanism ModSauce. All right. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I am super excited because today is my first day back for the weekend, being able to record. I know I had a video yesterday. Video yesterday was just kind of a fun video. It was actually recorded from last week, hanging out with Slipgator, Zul'jin, and XB Crafted. Super cool. And we had like a Flans battlefield type match. It was pretty fun, pretty cool, nice little mini game. But I think today we are going to have to get back to work. In our last full episode that went up, I think on Saturday, we installed all of our crafting storage devices. All these guys, crafting storage, super cool. And we also set up a nice little better, faster, stronger automated system for doing wood, for doing the solar panel mirrors, and all that sort of stuff, trying to get our crafting faster. And I was pretty impressed with it. I was pretty happy. We mixed up a couple of the different mods, did sub-AE networks. Pretty cool. And it's been working out great. People did have suggestions about to make it go even faster, that I should be putting, I think they said like 48 logs into each one of these, setting the pattern. So that might be something we try today. But I think where we actually left things off was we were running out of sand. And of course, we need sand to be able to make glass, and that's used for so many different recipes. Yes, we are out of sand. So we're going to have to set something up that can make sand a heck of a lot faster. Currently, I'm trying to think, what are our different ways that we're getting sand? Of course, if we get any in the quarry, which is very few and far between. But I'm trying to think. And then we're getting some from my tree farm. Also, I just want to point this out. A lot of people have been saying, why is your tree farm struggling? Why, should you be setting up more harvesters? Or what should be doing? Are you not making enough power for it? Well, it's basically like this every episode, because right before I go to record, I usually remove this solar panel. And that's just because, I do get frame rate drop loss from having the farm going. But then also I get poisoned by our sludge boiler over here. This was meant to be a temporary setup, and we got to move this. But as soon as I throw that solar panel on, everything works fine. Everything's all good. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but my frame rates are super low right now. Right now I'm looking at like 20, 30, look right up there, 19. Really low frame rate, which isn't that cool. However, it does work just fine. It's just annoying to have on while we're recording. So we're going to have to move this. I don't know if that's going to actually happen today, but that's what's going on with it. Everything's fine. It's just annoying. So I choose to turn it off while I'm recording. Anywho, now I'm getting poisoned. Let's figure out how we're going to get sand today. I think I started to switch over this. This is turning all of our sand into glass. I have, let's see, an interface back here, which I don't know if we're going to be able to access. Why don't we pull all this stuff out? Let's knock off just the center one. I have this guy right now set to turn. This is why we have no sand. All of our sand is going into this interface and then put into each of these different elite factories for smelting to make glass up. So that's something kind of neat that I set up on my own for getting faster glass making, but now we're out of sand. So how are we going to get sand? The next best way, I think, let me see, is it in this one? No. Which one is it in? If we do in the crusher, here's a crushing machine. Let's take a peek at what's going into it. Is that the right one? Here we go. We can get sand from gravel. So that's neat. So then how do we get gravel? Well, we have a ton of gravel already. If we look, we have 2 million gravel. So that's going to take some time to get through. But how can we make gravel? Recipe. We can make gravel from the enrichment chamber, so we can change sand back into gravel. But from the crusher, we can turn cobblestone into gravel, and then gravel into sand. So that works out pretty well. And cobblestone, of course, we already know how we can make tons and tons of cobblestone. Let's just get this crushed up. Is that the crusher? Crusher. Bam. We can get tons of it just like we're doing for all of our bedrockium. In fact, let's go take a peek at our bedrockium right now, spawn house. It's been a little while. I got to do something about our auto crafters. I've also noticed they've got a little hung up, and I think it's from the method that I'm using all ender chests. Let's just see. 51 8 times compressed. That's craziness. But yeah, see how they're all getting all caught up? We're making our cobblestone using the ender extra utilities method, where all you got to do is have lava on one side, water on the other, and then have a node in the middle with world interaction upgrades. And basically how this works is based on the number of upgrades you have, that's how fast it's going to make it. So that just made 32 per operation. If we did that, it would make 16 per operation. So if we have 64, it does a stack at a time. That's basically what's going on. Now watch this. As soon as I toggle it, it goes real quick. Boom. Toggle it so that that first spot is gone up, and it goes super quick. So it's getting held up. Yeah, you see that? It's getting held up because we're sharing these chests. Each one is the same exact signal. So it's confusing this guy right here, which is crafting to make compressed cobblestone. It's confusing it because it's trying to pull from that top slot first, but it's doing it for each one. And yeah, it's getting confused. So anyway, we're going to have to fix that up. I'm not too worried about getting that done just yet, but that will be a future project pretty soon. But we're going to use that same method of making cobble to then do the whole gravel to then sand thing this episode. And I want to make it kind of like a mega factory. Let's go ahead. Let's craft up a whole bunch of elite factory crushers. And why don't we install them maybe right here? I think that would be good. We'll put in at least 6 of them. Here I did 4, but I want to try doing it with 6. So why don't I go get those crafted up? Let's see. Oh, and I have something else going on. I'll show you guys in a minute. Let's get this all put away. Let's go factory. So I did the crafting recipes. I think for all of them, we've got elite factory smelting, enriching, and there we have crushing. So why don't we get 6 of these crafted up? Bam. And do we have all the materials? We do. Start. All right. So while that's crafting up, let me show you something else. Yes, look at this thing. It looks like I have the creative builder's wand. It's not actually the creative one. I thought it was. Top Mask came over and visited, and he was like, hey, check out what I got. I'm like, no way. You got the creator's builder wand. What are you doing with that? This is survival. But he's like, no, dude, check this out. It's the super builder's wand. Yeah, the super builder's wand. And currently there's no crafting recipe that I can see, at least shown in NEI. So it's a secret item, but you are able to make it. You are able to make it in survival. And basically what this is going to do, let's take a look at our other builder's wand. On our previous builder's wands, this went, let's see how many spots it did. So it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it looked like. Let's count that again. In fact, let's get out the tape measure. So boom to boom. And that is 9. All right, neat. So how many does the super builder's wand do? Let's grab out a bunch of marble. Okay. In fact, we're going to do it with skystone instead. Let's grab out a bunch of skystone. Okay, so we got a bunch of skystone. Now check this out. See this going all the way across? If we do the creative one, wow, look at how far that goes. Let's count it. So the I keep calling it creative, the super builder's wand goes from here all the way to here. 49 blocks. That's insanity. So this is definitely an item we're going to want. It's going to make building Kinko so much faster. It's redunculous. Absolutely redunculous. So I'm going to go ahead and probably want to do this get this item within the next few episodes. But anyway, not important, just wanted to point it out because it was in my inventory. So let's see how the factories are doing, and let's start to get this all installed. All right, guys, so our factory is finished. Let's put in our 6 crushers. I'm gonna go across like bam, 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 bam. One more. Bam, sweet. So these are gonna turn the cobblestone into gravel, and then I was gonna go originally across, but I think I might go now down instead of across. I think that would be interesting. I was about to craft up the other crushers. Let's see. Oop, no, we just want to type in factory. All right, so I was going to craft up. We already have 1, so we need 5 more. But I'm out of lava. And I remembered we still haven't set up auto crafting for lava or water. And that was really driving me nuts. So I think I'd like to try and set that up real quick right now, just to get it over with. So I have a whole bunch of fluid transposers, the resonant ones. And I guess we can do 2 for lava and then 2 maybe for water. And let's go ahead and get this handled. So for each of that, let's also get tanks. Let's get some more of these tanks crafted up. Let's get 3 more. Start. Bam. Done. Awesome. 2, 3. So let's get each of those in the top there just to try and keep it looking similar to how we do on that setup. Now this is going to be different because we don't need a magma crucible going to fill these up. Instead, they're just going to be a straight tesseract on top of each of these. I think that's how we're going to do it. Yeah, I'll do it with a straight tesseract. So let's go tesseract, and we've got 2 already, which this we're going to have to use for our lava. So let's get another 3, 4. Yeah, another 4. All right, cool. So while those are crafting up, and that's happening over here and here, let's get the lava sent over to our base. For now, I have this drum right here, and I think our lava pump is actually empty. But that's where that's coming from right there. So we're going to actually have to reset this up if we want to get lava sent over. So we'll knock that off. That's where I did have it. Instead, I suppose we could just put it right above it. Maybe. Alright, there we go. DMAC Lava 1, sending lava. All of our liquids will be, I guess, on 200 and up. So we have that there. Let's put this here. Let's put this here. Alright, that's cool. And then we'll just put this guy, our ender tank, right on top there. And this I'll probably end up moving, but should serve the purpose for today. There, and then flipped around, and it's empty on lava right now. So this should be ever so slightly empty, but not pulling out more. And then we're going to want the tesseract for this guy to be the receiving end. So we're going to set this one to private, redstone, blocked. Okay. Oh, and didn't we set that to DMAC lava? DMAC lava. Receive only. All right, cool. So this will be receiving the lava right there. And just to keep it symmetrical, let's see, the other tesseracts finish. All right, so both of those are receiving lava. We want to have them set on orange for both of them so that they send into the machine. All right, that's cool. Now, neither of the machines have power yet. We also got to set up the AE signal going in and out of them. For these two, we're going to want to have water. So I'll get the water set up momentarily. All right, cool. So those are going. For this, let's just set up this one for now. We are going to want going in from the bottom on the config. We're going to want this to be blue. so that it puts the bucket into the top, and then out of the back we're going to want orange, so it spits out. And then from the top, that's where it's getting filled in. Boom, just like that. So blue, blue, orange. Awesome. That's how we're going to want to have both of those received. Then we'll put ME interfaces on the bottom, and that will connect in when we want to put patterns on. Cool. So next, sucking out the back, we're just going to do normal transfer pipe. And then we can put another, let's knock you off, knock you off. We're going to put another interface right there to suck all the items out of the machine. Cool. And then we can have the wiring for these guys go. And this is a brand new 32 channel, by the way, just to point out. It's right there, there, there. Awesome. So we're going to want to set these up the same exact way. Blue, blue, orange. Blue, blue, orange. All right, cool. Let's throw the interfaces down here. And this is going to be important because we want to be able to have buckets of water in one, and then I'll probably also do like the potion bottles and stuff like that. So now for the water, how are we going to get that set up? Let's first set a signal. All right, so I got all their signals set up. Let's grab this one as the send one. Right now we're producing water right down here. So if I stick this guy right here, at least for the time being, that should be now receiving water in when water is needed. So then I can take this guy, plop it right there. Awesome, water. And water. Sweet, and then we're going to want to switch these to be, because right now they're not emptying into there. Switch that to orange, orange. And now they're full. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's now get these wired up for AE. Boom and boom. Come around the back. Boom, boom. Perfect. So coming into here for AE channels, we have 4, 5 going on. So that's not bad. Can knock that guy out. Very nice, very nice. And now let's worry about getting the power over to all this stuff. All right, and then we can just send this power wrapping around here. And eventually we'll redo this, just like we do for so many things. We'll redo it so it's a little bit cleaner. But for now, bam, that should get power into these guys. How are they doing? Filling up with power? Perfect. All right, so last thing, we just need to get the patterns going on. I've got the pattern for lava already. Let's do the pattern for water. Uh-oh. Why did that happen? That was kind of weird. What? What the heck is this? Mariculture. That was kind of not what we wanted. That's super bizarre. It doesn't do that for the lava. No, it did. What the heck? What the heck just happened? I think there's something messed up that we just found. What the heck? That's so weird. All right, so if we take out that droplet, can we put this in here? How do we use this? That's messed up. All right, interesting. Well, anyway, this should work fine. And why is that saying it doesn't recognize it? Are we using too many channels off of this? We might have to extend out another. All right, goes down to here. Ooh, we might be using too many channels. Yeah, I think we are. That's okay. We'll get this fixed. But this is going to be a problem for automation anyway. So I'm going to have to redo the wiring here. Figure out what's going on with the mariculture. I'm sure this is messed up for a lot of your guys' packs. So we'll have to get that fixed. Or who knows, find a way around it. Oh, man. That's stinky balls. Anyway, I'll just manually fill these up so we can make the rest of the crushers and get on with this project today. My goodness. All right, guys. So I think I have this figured out how I'm going to do it. I switched it up again. I want to show you this real quick. Look at this. I think there's a new thing on the server now. Only one player has to sleep. There's 4 people online. Yes, and look at that. Only one person has to sleep for it to work. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to do it, I decided finally, across the top instead of going down. I know, it's just because I want it out of my way, because this is going to be its own self-contained system, which we are not going to be messing around with later. So we might as well put it up out of reach. Let's go ahead and color these. This is going to be for the cobblestone production. Boom and boom. Cool. And we can grab one of them. And I wanted to make up some more microblock covers for glass. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see, where's our little saw? Thank you very much, sir. And you know what, let's make a couple more. Let's do that many. Bam. 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 Where's the other ones? I feel like there should be more. Maybe that's all. Thinking glass cover, cover, cover. Okay. We're good. We're good. All right. So we're going to put the lava in down here. Let's just put these blocks right here so that we can place down the glass. And we'll put the glass covers like that, that. That way we'll know there's going to be lava there at all times. It's not going to get in our way. Or it's not going to confuse us and have us tear out that block and have lava pour down. All right, so that's cool. I kind of feel like maybe I should do it all the way around everywhere, but I think that's good enough for now. All right, let's grab buckets. Actually, do we have lava already? No. So let's grab 2 buckets. We actually already have one with water, so we can take that out. Let's fill that one with lava. Gotcha. By the way, I finally also took off the config, so now look at when we fall down. Since we have feather falling all the time, now our jetpack's not going to stick on. Thanks so much, guys, for letting me know about that in the config. Let's now take out some cobblestone. Just need 1 piece. Just 1. Let's throw that down right in the middle. Let's throw lava on one side. Let's throw water on the other side. Boom and boom. Cool. Now we got to get an item transfer node. Let's see. Item transfer node. Our world upgrades, which we have crafting things for. All right, and let's go ahead and make 64 of these. In fact, I'm just going to make 100. Why not? We can afford it. Let's do that. And I'm also going to want upgrades of energy and speed for all of our new machines. So I think we want something like, I'm just going to do actually 100 each of those. So let's craft up 100 of those, start, and 100 of those. All right, so that's all going. Let's get our world upgrades. Let's get this guy in place. Bam. And I think as soon as we put this in, cobble. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect. We can cover these guys up like so. And like so, so nothing falls into them. I think this should be enough cobble, but if it's not, we'll change it up. So let's throw this guy right here. And you're filling up. All right, perfect. All right, so now comes the parts up here. Oh man, about time. So I think I have these all configured correctly. Man, these Mekanism guys, they drive me a little nuts. I really don't get why they have a separate input thing here if you can't have the input and output be two different colors and then go out the same side. Like, I don't really understand that, guys. Let me know. Is there a way that I can set this up? Because I can't seem to change these colors on the interior of it. Let me know if there's a way to change this so that I can have the blue be something else, like purple or what. In fact, I don't even know what these two slots are either. These might be, I really have no clue. No clue whatsoever. But anywho, how we have this going. So the only reason I'm using deep storage units for each different set of items. The only reason I'm doing that is in case power goes down or something happens, there'll always be a place for storage. So we don't have to worry about it bottlenecking and or, you know, just building up. So the machines can run as fast as possible at all times. On each one of these, I have this first set's doing gravel, so I have an item filter on this guy, preventing anything else shooting into it. On this one, I have for sand, and on this one, of course, for glass, the final item. Now, I was really hoping I could do it like this and just have that be it for wiring. That's not the case. At least I can't figure it out to have that be the input and output. So we're going to have to pull out the back and the top instead. So that for each one I have, of course, configured so that the blue is coming out the back. All right, so that's all good. This is all good. We need to get now power sent over to this bad boy. So let's get that wired in. And that should be all good. We're going to knock that off there. All right, I think we're about done. Let's just get this final last little part in. So pulling out of this guy right here. Let's see here. So we want this to be pulling out an item transfer node coming out of this guy. And this guy was tested out. Let's take out that stone. So this guy is going to have that. And let's just get a little thing going on right here to split it up. And just go like that. Awesome. So that's now split up. And since the transfer pipe is cheaper than the Fluix, let's use this to then pass down our items all the way down to this dense cable that I put in right here. And an ME interface. Will the interface connect directly here? Can I do that? Yes, it looks like it does. All right, so that we can just pass that down like that. Perfect. So now the final item, which is the glass that comes into this deep store, will now get passed down to our interface and into our system. So this is going to get us all the glass production we want. All right, so next final part. I know I've said that a couple times. The final part. We've got our ender chest, and we've got to get out of our ender chest, and into this guy right here. So let's plop that off. We'll put our ender chest just right here. And then we'll do an item node going right here. And that's not connecting to anything, right? Yeah. So right there, let's put on here the speed upgrades and the stack upgrade. So this is pulling out of the ender chest that we just did right over here. And let's finally get power over to this bad boy with this wire. Bam. Now we got power. Awesome. So it should all be working. Have all the upgrades in, everything. Bam. It's going. It's going. And it's taking a little while to fill. But look at that. So are they all filled with cobble? Awesome. Then how's this one doing? All the gravel's instantly getting taken out. It's filling in, filling in. Oh man, that's so sweet. All right, pretty soon that one should start up. And we can see this one's going through. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now, the only thing I'm not liking right now is the fact that this has just dropped my frame rate in like half. I'm not sure what it is. It could be all the transfer nodes, but I think it's these clicking on and off from production. So that's a little not good. All right, I put in another one. We got a water block underneath right here. Let's put in the ender chest in between. Let's see how this does. All right, now we can at least see it bob in and out. And you know what? We didn't even need to worry about that because we had this deep store, and we can see this deep store is filling up. So you know what? It's actually the power that's the problem. Of course. It's the power. And I bet you it's bottlenecked by this node. So why don't we let's make a new node. Let's take out a bedrockium. And then for these guys, I believe is the correct amount. Let's go over here and let's make it into a hypernode. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hypernode. Nice. And since we're going to use a hypernode here, do I want to have it? I suppose we can put it right here. That's not a biggie. So let's throw a hypernode on now. How you doing now? All right. Are you guys all powered up now? Check it out. Now they're all powered. Oh, man. Let's just put in a piece of glowstone so we can see how this is going through. Glowstone. So work with the glowstone? Maybe? No, you're not liking to work? Let's put in some speed upgrades. I really don't think it needs it, but maybe that's what's required to see the glowstone signal go through. There we go. All right, so with that, is it doing better? All right, well, they're at least all full. And you know what? I think that might have been the larger portion of what was causing the lag. However, these machines are definitely, it's a lot for me to handle doing this. So I may want to relocate this factory to a new area. I'm not quite sure yet. But now everything's working great. It was the power the whole time. What a derp, what a derp. And this is filling up faster than it's pulling out. So I think we're all good with our cobble production right there. Awesome, well that's pretty sweet. And now to make glass, it's not going to be pulling out of our personal cobble or gravel reserves. So I'm digging it. How's this going? That's stored at 0. And this one is no, it's pretty close. We'll see where a bottleneck is if and when it happens. But for the most part, it seems good. It feels like that node isn't going fast enough. Well, it seems to be doing all right. Seems to be doing all right. Let's take this glowstone back out. And let me check how much time we have left. Let's also see how much more glass we need to do our 10 craft. Oh, we're so close. Look at that, 42. Oh, we're getting close, guys. Let me just give it a little time. We'll be right back. Wow, guys. So apparently, yeah, that the whole power issue, now it's working fine. Look at, now when I look, I can't even see. It says 1 FPS up there. On my screen right now, I'm seeing between 200 and 300 FPS when I look there. When I go quick, yeah, it's still really, really good. So that's awesome. I actually feel a lot better now. I was a little paranoid at first, but anyway, we should be able to now fill this in perfectly flush to the wall. Super sweet, super sweet. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yet another thing built into our factory. So it's only been about 5 minutes. Let's see if we're able to do our solars now. Let's just throw that away and throw that away. Solars. Oh, yeah, let's just see if we can do it. Baby, we can do it. 10 already. Oh, man. So much glass. So much. Craziness, craziness. So let's see. What do we got to do next? I wanted to try the pattern for doing that wood, the way you guys said, to see if it goes much faster. So let's see. Oak. So if we try it with 48 instead, so that should be 3 times 16. Oh, no, that's not what we want. Let's see if this will actually work for us. And I'm trying to think how we do it. We'd want to have it like that. We'd want to say 48 logs equals boom, boom, boom. I believe just like that. That should be the pattern. I think so, just doing it like that. I'm still not sure if I could have put a pattern like that. So I think it's got to be, I think we actually have to have it in this thing right here like this. So I'd probably, the most I'd be able to do is 16. I think that, like, no, but you see, it won't even let me place down more than that. Oh, that's weird, Bark. It won't even let me place down and say like a stack at a time. It only lets me do one. All right, well, let's test out this one pattern that we did and just see if that works at all. Let's see if that thing goes off. Because if this did work, it would be way, way faster. So let's try it right in this, I guess, first one. Which one does it go to first? Yeah, so if it pulls out it pulls out here, the first spot that it could go to is this first middle one. So let's see what happens with the planks if we switch that. See, it's not letting me place it in there. Oh, man. But in this one, oh, in this one, this is where we can place it. So if we pull that out, we can place this one in here, and that might go faster. That might, it might. Let's try it. I know, that was a lot of rambling right there. Okay, it's saying it can do it. Saying it can do everything. What was the other big craft? That was a big craft. There's another one that was in like the way high thousands, 70K. That's the other mirrors that we're doing. The glass we're handling. And that's in the thousands. That's still not high. 20K of these lower solar panels, and that's only going through one thing. So that's probably going to have to be another one that we set up. We'll probably set it up right over here on this other side, right there. So that would be the next step in our super awesome mega craft. Anyway, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how long it takes. Let's see if this whole wood thing works. Bam. Oh, crazy nutballs. Now, is this actually going faster? See, it's still only doing one at a time. Even having this craft go the other way. So that's not actually, doesn't seem like it's actually any faster. Well, interesting to know, interesting to know. Anyway, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, and then we'll be right back. Oh man, that's so awesome to watch get crafted. Bam, 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 bam. All right, guys, looks like our solar panel's finished. Super sweet. Let's see. Solar. 10 more. 10 more. Holy cow. We've got so many. I'm clearing out these spots here. And yes, I've decided these walls here are going to be the storage crafting. So I'm going to get them moved over. We've already done this on camera. So I'm going to get those moved over to the sides, and then that will leave us more room for the auto crafting. I'll probably put the wood into a super big one maybe, and then put down here those tier 1 solar panels, and we'll try craft again together next episode just to see if it's any faster. I want to get it super duper fast. Also, one other thing in the episode that was kind of derped up that I got fixed was this bad boy over here. 2 things. One was the ME channel. We didn't have enough room coming from that cable over there, so I switched it up, and I've got this green cable coming over from our ring, and this green cable used to be over here, but now that this area is freed up, I can just have it sent down and come over from the P2P plane over to this guy and plenty of more channels. Look at that, we're only using 1 channel on it so far, so pretty cool. That's all set. And then this was the other problem right here. Before I had micro blocks blocking this off, but I completely forgot I want to have retrieval nodes to pull the items out of here. Unfortunately, you're still getting the mariculture stuff, so you guys will have to let me know. Can I just use those as normal buckets? Or is that an issue? Is that a bug that should be reported? Anywho, let's add these to our solar panel collection. Another 5 on each side. I swear, by the time we're done with this server, I want to have the entire roof of King Co covered. Oh, it's going to be so cool. So cool. You know, I wonder if these connect. Is this taking any power? Those are all empty right now because it's nighttime. Let's just sleep it off. Shh. All right. So it's daytime. And let's just grab our nodey node stuff. I don't think it passes over from thing to thing. I think I actually have to pull it out. But anyway, no biggie. Just pull all these out. Craziness. So many. And we're just going to get more. So anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you learned something. And if you didn't learn something, I hope you can teach me something. Help me out in the comments with any of the questions that I asked throughout the video. If you saw something I did that I could have done better, or just want to give me any tips or tricks, it's greatly appreciated. You guys are just awesome in the comments. Love it. Also, if you're new to the channel and haven't yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe so you can be first to see the ModSauce episodes. That's right. Also, we're having a little bit more HermitCraft vanilla. I'm going to try and get another episode up, maybe even tomorrow. And yeah, the server in vanilla is being reset, and I should have more regular uploads on that as soon as it does. Anyway, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit those thumbs up. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, peace out.